Captain Jack Coffee Hayes here again. I just got to looking back at some of the stuff we did at Acton, and I thought it would be an injustice if we didn't go back and show a few clips and a few of our videos of these fourth grade students from the schools all around Acton. So I wanted to do that, and also we went and found Elizabeth Crockett's grave, and I think I may just happen to have an interview with a descendant of David Crockett. Y'all, let's listen.
Out in battle and you're taking care of the kids, you should be miserable. You should be. Will you quit smiling? Will you please quit smiling? Yeah. It's hard not to.
Early morning of the day,
okay?
Open to the public. Like Sam Houston over there on horseback behind the cars. Alrighty, here's some TPs we got set up. What happens here is they will bus in children. I think they're like 5th grade or 7th, and we do a living history presentation. We have about 10 to 15 minutes, and those groups from all schools all around here, Acton, Granbury, just different ones, they will bring their kids through group by group. We'll do our little bit of a living history, and then they'll move at the buzzer. They'll move to the next group. They've got some presentations that they have up on the stage, and this is a guy over here is actually kin to Davy Crockett, and like I mentioned earlier, Elizabeth Crockett, Davy Crockett's second wife, is buried here in the cemetery. So it's kind of what Acton is famous for. But we'll take a walk up there in a little while and see her graveside and her monument. So anyway, we'll make another little pass down here while everybody's kind of setting up this morning. Here's the man that kind of runs this thing, Mr. Gary Foreman. So I'm going to speak to him.
Hey, there he is.
How you doing? I made it.
That's a lie.
Huh?
How you doing?
How you doing?
I'm telling everyone I'm fine.
Huh.
Good to see you, buddy.
You telling everybody you're fine? How y'all?
And we know that's a
Sir,
lie.
how are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
How's everything going?
It's going great.
Good.
How are you?
Good. I developed a YouTube channel, How the West Was Once, and this is about 10 weeks into it. So today I'll be doing the setup.
Wait a minute. Today is How the West Was Twice.
Yeah. And then tomorrow hopefully I'll get to be back.
Yeah, I
and we'll
got
do some of that. So.
I forgot to bring my little cherry thing. I have one for mine. It's a little shorter, but
Yeah, this one here goes up, and
yeah,
I can set it up as a tripod,
yeah,
which I will when the kids
what's
start
name?
coming. Now here's a famous girl right here.
Right.
She's not dressed up right now.
No, today's her birthday.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
How old are you?
14.
14.
Okay,
Wow. You gonna dress out after a while?
14.
Tomorrow I'm going to dress up.
Well, I got a YouTube channel, so I want to get a picture of you and talk to you. Maybe even ask you a few questions tomorrow. So
Okay,
that's
yeah.
good. Good to see you. Is your
Good
mom
to
here?
see you. No, she hurt her foot.
Well, all my group's sick, so I'm not in here right now.
You're right next to them.
A lot of good people here. We got just a few young kids, and this is the stage where they do some speeches and some reciting some of the things that went on during this period of time. So I'm gonna turn off right now because I'm gonna grab me about 4 chairs and take up for my little Ranger presentation that we will see later. Well, folks, things are going pretty good. These kids are being respectful. I've got 3 groups. Modern day history. We had a funeral come through, and so I asked the teachers if it was okay if I was to explain etiquette, funeral etiquette, about removing hats. Gentlemen, remove your hats, and if you're driving, pull off to the side of the road and be respectful. So, and those children were very interested in that, and they know what it's all about. They understand it right now. So anyway, I've had about 4 groups come through, and they'll do this for most of the day. They are firing cannons next to us, as you could hear, and some friends of mine, I'm going to turn it right over there, have got a nice big group. They'll probably come over here shortly. That's the Texian Army, and they're talking about different weapons and the flags that Texas had and stuff like that. Really, really interesting. Here's the kids going over to the cannons, and they get to see musket firing and cannon demonstration. This is the actual cemetery, and before I leave today or tomorrow I will actually go and find Elizabeth Crockett's tomb and let you guys check it out. So anyway, lots of good little old kids. They said they're 4th graders, and they're being pretty good. I'm impressed with their questions and all. Alrighty. People from the public just coming in and coming and going. So I'm gonna head down here to Elizabeth Crockett's grave. How you doing, sir? Good. It's an old cemetery here. Got a lot of Civil War. I'll just bring you along with me on my walk. Look at this tree. My gosh, how old is that? What tales could it tell? Goodness gracious. Reynolds, born in 1859, died in 1940. Mother is Sarah, 1863 to 1851. John Andrews, 1858, 1863. See quite a few here born in the mid 1800s. Looks like there's a few people visiting Elizabeth Crockett's grave site, her monument.
Pardon my language, children, but this is what he said. He says, you all can go to hell, I'm going to Texas. That's what he told everybody. Because he was really mad. All these people liked him, but they took Jackson's money to run against him. And so he went down to Texas. The reason he went down to Texas is Sam Houston was a friend of his. The two of them had met each other. They were living in the same boarding house in Washington, D.C. when they were in Congress. Now, take a moment to think about what I just said. 2 congressmen, and there was a whole bunch of other congressmen. They were living in a boarding house in Washington, D.C. Do you think our congressmen today live in a boarding house? Okay. They didn't make lots of money being a congressman. It was a privilege to serve the people. You didn't make money by serving. So anyway, so here we go. He knows Houston's down in Texas. A lot of Tennesseans have started moving down to Texas, Austin, Houston, and tons of them. Matter of fact, you could go to just about any property that was boarded up in Tennessee, and there'd be a sign on it back then that said "Gone to Texas." Okay. And so he decided that's what he wanted to do, is go down there and see what it was all about. Well, he came down through Arkansas and came across at Texarkana, and he came straight down through the piney woods to Nacogdoches. So he thought this was the garden spot of the world. He'd never been to West Texas. So anyway, he dies at the Alamo. Well, as I said, Robert comes down to find out if it's true or not. He's been reported so many times before. He finally met up with Houston, and Houston told him what had happened. So he sent a letter back to his son, back to Houston, and told her about it. From that moment on, he wore a black dress for life. And Robert stayed on here in Texas. He actually joined Houston's army. So he was still having services in Texas during the war. And he also had the financial Indian compassion. So we still had a need for an army.
There's some old stuff in here, folks. Acton, Texas. Probably worth a trip. If you like this kind of thing, just a history of people's lives, it's pretty sweet. Beautiful trees. Oaks, pecans. This is a line, in a perfect line. No date. Mostly the Shepherd family. Let's look on the other side here. Nope. No dates. All the Shepherd family in a perfect line.